And we're live. Second episode of We'll Get 'Em Next Time podcast. We're coming live from Flatbeds Slip Tanks Studios. I'm your primary host, Braxton Mason. To my immediate left, your secondary or subordinate host, Austin Cody Yancey. Austin?
Pew, 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 pew.
I thought I'd come out pretty hot.
Yeah, he did. He was, and I wish you could have saw it. He was shaking a little bit while he did. I think he really anticipated what just happened.
I wanted to put you in your place immediately.
Well, it's what it takes. All right. Fuck, what was I going to say when we were in the truck?
You're going to tell me about Dosttown?
Oh, Dosttown. Shout out D-Dog. Put your shirt on. It's not cool. Fuck, I don't even remember what we were talking about. Anyways, how was your day, Braxton?
Pretty awesome. I watched a terrible movie called White Noise on Netflix. It's you heard about that train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio?
No, I was working.
You didn't hear about this train derailment in the last week? It's been all over.
See train derailments, so.
You must only watch mainstream media.
You're welcome for your check, boss.
Well, a train flew off the rails, releasing some horrible toxic spill. This is IRL in East Palestine, Ohio. Dude's chickens are dying. People are getting sick. They can't drink the water. There's oil slick, something.
So here's what I'll say is I've seen some shit about it. But is it bad that I don't give a fuck because I don't believe anything on the news anyways, and there's always some tragic, horrible thing happening somewhere?
I feel the same way about it, but I think like last year, maybe 10 months ago, they shot a movie in East Palestine, Ohio, same place. And in the movie, the basis for the show is a train derailed and then released some sort of toxic substance, and everybody got sick.
Okay.
Bruh, I'm just saying. Pretty fucking wild.
It is. So what was the movie about you watched?
It had Adam Driver in it, former Marine. Thank you for your service. And it was pretty retarded. He got sick. It was weird writing. It was hard to follow. It was nutty. Did you ever see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No.
That one was nutty. What movies have you seen? We'll start there.
Tombstone.
Nice.
Billy Madison.
Okay.
Lonesome Dove. The classics. And
Just the classics?
I think if you put Talladega Nights in there, you can live the rest of your life happily on those four movies.
I think so, too. What's your number 5, then?
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And I'm going to say that I don't have a rock-solid top 5. Like, that can change. I could just pick 5. Like, I couldn't just decide. Because A Million Ways to Die in the West is fucking hilarious.
I thought for sure your 5th was going to be Bustin' Out in My Butt, Volume 2.
That is most played, but not favorite. That's the one I watched the most, and maybe that's why I'm more out on it.
Oh, true. I have been saving all of my semen for this very podcast.
For some lucky lady out there listening.
You have a silky voice. You could do a late night radio with that voice.
Fuck?
You should hit another one of those. Give me like
for some lucky lady out there.
Yeah. Some girl's driving down the road, windshield wipers on, it's raining.
Pussy just throbbed.
Anyway, what else?
All right, we made it, 3 minutes and 15 seconds before we went dirty? Fuck it, let's start dusting off some C words.
Oh, you don't need to do that. You can, though.
Did you bring your lighter to this pod?
Yeah, take my lighter everywhere, brother.
Well, I don't know. Tyler let me smoke in here the other night.
Part of the outfit.
I don't know what's happening now.
We can open up that window.
He's kind of ripping spells in there, so.
Oh, he is. God.
Dude, I'm kind of... What the fuck was I going to say about D-Dog?
I don't know. I'm excited about him.
Oh, he asked for ass wipe. And he came up to the... Shout out, D-Dog. He came up to the windows. I'm getting ready to bounce off location. Dan's finishing up, showing him how to get the truck back online. And he walks up and he goes, hey, you wouldn't have any ass wipe, would you? I said, nope, sure don't. You've been pinching one or what? And he goes, dude, bad. But I will say he's a total bro, and it's just because he's young. I love the shit out of him. He's cool as fuck, not talking shit. But it's just funny to me how now that I'm getting older, like the things I don't care about anymore. I roll up onto location. He's got a computer monitor he bought that's leaned on the dash against the fucking rearview mirror, holding it up. Full headset on. Just fucking playing his whatever the fuck, Call of Duty or whatever. Yeah. I'd assume it's Call of Duty. Just by the way he wears his pants and his hat. But immediately gets out of the truck. He goes, yo, bro, what do you think about the setup?
Did you say sick setup,
Yeah,
bruh?
I said it's sick, dude. Is that like a computer monitor? Yeah, dude, I bought it. And I bought me and West Dog a fucking jet boil yesterday. I was just about to have some oatmeal. I was like, right on, dude. Let's crack a service out.
It's the little things in life.
He was so happy with those two things. That Xbox in his truck
cool, dude.
And having oatmeal with a jet boil.
How hard does that rule?
That's the coolest, man.
I love being stoked on things.
I wish I could be stoked. I wish I could. I need to go back to getting stoked on the smaller things. I think I overlook the small things.
Really, I would find you historically, as long as I've known you, to be pretty good at being like, oh, hey, there's oxygen in the air. That's pretty fucking cool. Life's good.
Yeah, that's fair. I get down.
I only know that because I've been hungover at the same time you've been hungover.
So here's an example.
And you seem to go, not a big deal.
So today, and I've been fucking a grouchy motherfucker the last couple of days. I'm ready to be home. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm fucking ready to spend some time with my fam. Which is no one's fault. It's not Tyler's. It's not yours. It's not Dustin's. That's part of the job. It's what I signed up for. It's no one's fault, and that's something I got to make friends with. But you got an empty can laying around? I think there's one over on the other side of that Coke. But so today,
Coca-Cola. On the other side of the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I don't do blow anymore. Not since the divorce and the strip club. No more cocaine.
Hello.
So I get done with the services, and in my head, I've created this false reality that every day when I get done, Tyler's going to go, well, that's a wrap. Why don't you get out of here?
Cool.
And it just doesn't happen. So I'm burning after the rigmarole, or as some would say, the menagerie of what went down today. I'm cruising back, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to fucking stand on it. I'm going to get home. I just got through Newtown, and Dustin calls, and he goes, hey, where you at? I said, Newtown. Right on, I'm going to send you a pin in Killdeer. And then I hear Tyler talking in the background. And he said, well, just drive to Killdeer and then call me. So I don't even know what we have to do. But I got so fucking irritated. I was like, I'm already on my way to the fucking shop. Now I got to go do my job and shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Well, when plans change,
so I get that way sometimes. I try to be like, 15 minutes after that, I'm like, hey, buddy, you kind of got a job and you're out here to do that. So...
God, I'll tell you. Is there anything cooler than doing your job?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can think of about 100 things.
Sex. Boobs.
Fishing.
Yeah, fishing's way cooler.
Have you ever got a runner's high? Probably not.
What's that?
Do you know about runner's highs? Oh, so I guess it's a real thing. I've never got one myself. I'm not judging you.
Not much of a runner?
If you're into long distance running, apparently there's a point.
Which, you're not watching this, but I'm not. And you can tell by the way
You probably could have pegged that one from the outset. If you run for a long time, then your body releases a bunch of endorphins or something, and it's like a feeling of euphoria. You get like high off of running. It's called a runner's high.
And that's neat. So I'll tell you what I feel when I run. Pain. Indigestion. Weak knees.
Okay. So no runner's high?
Nope, no runner's high. I think I idle a little more on the runner's low side of things when it comes to running.
I don't know. I'd like to get back. I'd like to get into running this year.
You know what I would like to get into? Not running, because it's so fucking hard on my joints because I'm fucking fat. But
you're healthy.
Riding bikes, dude. I got a sweet mountain bike, and that's pretty fucking fun.
Downhill?
Well, I don't want to go downhill.
You're not into downhill fucking extreme biking?
Have you heard of inertia? Like, once I get cruising, wherever I stop, I don't think those little brake pads on that giant of mine are going to slow daddy down too well if he gets above speeds.
So you just want to cruise around the neighborhood and like say hi, say what up to your boys?
Yeah.
Just have you cruising by on a fucking...
Have you ever heard of the Tour de France?
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar. You going to wear those spandex?
No.
You going to get testicular cancer?
No. So the drinking game, Tour de France.
Oh, no, I know about the bike race.
So you get a bag or a box of wine, you and a couple buddies, and then you get on a pedal bike. Shout out to him. He knows this is from him. And you get on pedal bikes, and you can't stop riding the bike until you finish the bag of wine.
Whoa.
Yeah, you just cruise out in front of the house. No matter.
Do you wear helmets?
It's kind of like Edward 40 Hands, but
with a bicycle.
No helmets. It's a drinking game. No helmets.
That's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You call that the Tour de France?
It's what it is. I don't call it
Do you want to get back into bicycling for that reason mostly? Or other reasons too?
I mean, it's a big one. But I just want to be healthier as I sit here with a bottle of Crown Royal and a Keystone in front of me.
Well, it turns out you don't have to be You don't have to... we'll edit that out in post. You don't have to drink to be healthy. You don't have to drink to be happy. There you go. We got there.
Well, those are two things I'll argue with. But...
I might have to meditate for a second and find my chakras.
Okay, I wish you wouldn't do that.
Hold on, give me a second while I meditate. Do you know how to meditate?
Yeah.
You ever do that?
Yeah. So I don't really like just sitting and trying to meditate. I like a mindful meditation. I like to put it on YouTube on the TV and then just lay in bed.
And enter the chill zone, let them chat to you. What is it?
Let
It's
them
just
talk
like
you
waves
through.
and shit.
Wait. No. It can be just waves and shit. That's more of just a meditation, I would say.
Okay.
But a mindfulness meditation is... So they'll talk about points of your body, think about your hands, relieve the stress, pull the tongue from the roof of your mouth, shit like that.
Yeah, that's worked for me. Some breathe in, some breathe outs.
Yeah.
Some chill out.
Big fan of the breathe in, breathe outs.
Oh, dude, I've been ripping breaths. Big time.
Dude, I took so many today. Some I didn't even think about. Like, it was just subconscious. I'm so into
Isn't that
ripping
cool?
breaths, dude.
God, that would suck if I started focusing too much on my breath. But, oh, yeah, and then when you have a thought, I've heard this, when you're meditating and you have a thought, you're supposed to notice it and be like, yo, chill, not thinking. And then go back to not thinking.
100%.
It's nice. It slows down the fucking constant menagerie, the machinery that won't stop moving inside your head. Do you have racing thoughts? Do you ruminate a lot?
No. Yeah. Oh, dude. Terrible. My mind is always racing. Today was the first time in a long time that usually when I go out to do field services and shit, it's podcasts the whole time because I want to hear someone talk. Today, I was listening to music going to the shop and then to the pumper to get gas. And then when I got out on the highway, like a few minutes into it, I was like, no, I need some tunes. And it was just all day, just blasted fucking tunes. It was fucking
Well, it's on the top of
great.
the repeat list.
It was a bounce between Texas red dirt country and 90s hip hop. Like, it was just back and forth. Like, I'd go from Blowjob Betty to fucking Handle on You, Parker McCollum, and just sing them both.
That kind of tells everybody a lot about you, I think.
Yeah, I get down. I think I even hit a Smith & Myers, Bad at Love. I think that popped up once, and I fucking jammed it. Did a little Benjamin Todd, Using Again.
Oh, Benjamin Todd will hit you right in the feels,
dude. Yeah, all of a sudden, like I'm a heroin addict. Like I'm just fucking living in the street.
I can barely make it out of this.
Living low down, I'm using again.
Like I am about to use.
Fuck me too.
I was going to inject 2 nights.
I don't want to relapse. You don't even do heroin. Fuck off. Let Benjamin fucking sing, dude.
God, he makes me feel, brother.
All right, I'm going to let you talk for a second. I'm going to change my setup a little bit here because I don't like the way I'm sitting.
That's all right, dude. We'll hit a pause. We're going to delete all that anyway. We're going to have to re-shout out old DOS Town.
Carry on.
If you want to talk BMI, body mass index.
Okay.
Then yeah, 3/4. But
we're back and I'm fat. Come on.
We're back. Flatbeds Slip Tanks Studios.
Flathead or flatbed?
We'll get them next time. What's going on? You see how I do that, dude?
Come on.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's
professional
fucking
podcaster.
Fantastic. What were we talking about earlier? We were laughing our fucking dick off. I don't know why when we get these microphones off, we just it just fades. I think we just get too into like the recording portion of it.
I get in my noggin. I go, ooh, I better bring the heat. I don't chill out. I got to chill.
I wasn't saying to him. That was Ellie. She's being a needy bitch.
When I rip 7 PBRs, I stop caring so much, but also I get super drunk.
I will say that. Here's the funny part of it. Fuck, who was I talking to? I want to say it was fucking DUI guy, Braden. Which is funny that I have a shitload of DUIs and I call him the DUI guy. But I was talking to him. We were talking about the pod and shit. And he's like, you guys are fucking stupid. And he was like, well, what was it like? I was like, the first one was okay. But then the second one, B-Train ripped like 9 PBRs in an hour and a half. Brought up abortion, got my stance on it, and then fought with me about it. Told me I was a bad dad. So you make what you wanted, the second one.
That's not exactly what happened, but it's pretty close.
It's pretty goddamn close.
Yeah, I'm not proud of that moment per se, but I'm glad I had it. That might have been what spurred me to stop drinking. Yeah. I'm like 6 days without beer. How hard does that rule?
So what are you going to do days off? When are you doing that? You going to go another week?
Yeah, I'll be till my birthday, like another 11 days or something. 12 days.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Well, normally I have a large party. I invite all of my friends, everybody that loves me,
So
that's
like
not old.
3 or 4 people?
Well, sometimes they all come out, but I've lost a couple the last year, so it's going to be a little
now
shorter.
it's down to 2 or 3?
Yeah, so it's going to be me. I'll be there.
Nice.
Jason will usually stop by for an hour.
Shout out J-Dog.
So that could be it. But anyway, normally for my birthday, I have a big party. Everybody comes over. And then I get to be the center of attention for a day, which is kind of like my fucking jam.
Nice.
And then we all laugh and laugh and laugh, and then they go home. A couple of them stay over.
That's just a lens, though. You can be the center of attention anytime you want.
I know, but it's not fair to everybody.
Yeah, well, life isn't fair.
So that rules last year.
If you want fair, go to Blackfoot in September. That's when they're having it. But
damn, nice. Last year at my birthday, too many of my friends ate mushrooms. And then I also had a girl over that I wanted to like me. Oh, this was 2 years ago. Oh, wow. And so I was kind of nervous. And then none of my friends could, like, joke because they were all flying through space.
They were in a different dimension?
That one was kind of lame.
That's fair.
For me.
Did that girl end up liking you?
Nah, shout out Rachel. She was the sweetest lady ever, but she wasn't into me.
That's cool.
I was a little insecure at the time, too.
Yeah, but
that's all changed now.
I think we just need to touch base on the fact that you're only shooting, like, 5 shots a month.
True. Well, as many as my balls can handle.
If you shoot like 150 shots, you're bound to make 10 of them motherfuckers.
True.
And lower standards, dude, because whores need love too.
No.
Whores need love too.
I mean, true, but a different.
You know why fat girls suck good dick? Because they got to, buddy. They might not get a chance again for a while.
I don't want to think about that.
Well,
I like being in love.
Well, everyone loves being in love, but you don't have to be in love to fuck.
It helps.
So that's like, okay. Now
helps.
hold on. Let's pause on that for a second. Let's park right there. So you're saying that you like to be in love. So you know how Dustin will go, fuck, take a cold shower, check my bitch. Because he's all about punishing himself. That's what you're doing. You're like, if I'm not in love, no sex.
Well, that's
fuck
not
me.
entirely,
Like
that's not entirely true.
Dude, you can just have like a sweet little whore you call on Saturdays. Yeah, shit. You want to go down by the river, eat some KFC and fuck? You know?
I don't know.
Little chubby bitch, she'd be like, get drumsticks and fucking biscuits. I'm in.
Yeah, what you're describing is a fairy tale. I don't know if I could have that.
No, that's real.
I tried to have just kind of a girlfriend, or a not serious girlfriend. One where it's like, hey, can we just hang out on the weekends because we laugh when we're together? She said she wanted to work on herself.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So I'm going to be working on myself.
Well, I'm just going to tell you that's a polite way of her saying I'm not into you.
I don't know why you need to bring that up on a hot mic.
Well, because it's factual, dude. It's just what it is.
Nah, dude, she'll come around. Guy like me.
Oh, seriously. Guy like you, she missed out.
True.
So there's no reason that because she missed out, you shouldn't go fuck a whore.
Yeah.
You got to get that nut, dude.
What about me?
You got to get that nut. Not a self-proclaimed nut. Like, you got to let someone else mind for that motherfucker.
I don't know. My penis didn't work for a whole month one time because I didn't love the girls I was trying to bed.
Hey, there's a couple things in there I got hung up on. Trying to bed. I've never put it that way, but yeah, but I think that comes back to you're tying everything into one. You're trying to make everything you think about a good relationship, you're not letting any of those aspects be separate.
Yeah, I got an idea.
Fucking is separate from a relationship. Like, it's okay to fuck.
Yeah, cool. Maybe that's one person's opinion. Sex is a complicated
thing. Dude, it's way more than one person's opinion. Like, it's the entire society's opinion. Yours is the one that's
I don't like
on
that.
The side
I like
of the
putting a little
percentage.
more weight on the act. I think it's an important act.
Yeah, and make it important when you're with the woman you're going to spend your life with. But going out there and getting that slippery nut dealt with on a fucking Saturday night, that ain't hurting you, that ain't hurting her. Both of you got to not be lonely for an hour. Fucking come on.
Yeah, that'd be cool if I found somebody that's cool to be around, but do you ever make jokes when you do intercourse? You don't do jokes ever?
No, sir.
Oh, I like to do jokes sometimes.
No, I don't do no jokes.
Never done a joke?
No.
Did you ever have an LOL moment doing sex where like maybe somebody bonked their noggin or something funny happened and then you stopped having sex and LOL'd a little bit? Because that shit kind of rules. That's what I'm after.
God, not that I can think
Spitting
of.
butter in a young girl's asshole would be nice, but I'd rather giggle a couple times while we're in missionary.
Well, you said it, not me, but no, I can't think. I'm sure there's been some LOLs, but I don't make a point of it and I don't enjoy it.
God, I used to, with this one lady I was into, I pretended she was left-leaning politically, so I was like, I'm riding with Biden. Sounds good.
Are we talking about the tranny and AZ?
Yeah, you could, not an actual tranny. I hope that's not confusing to the listeners.
Y'all decide after you hear.
Anyway, I remember.
Y'all meaning the three you were going to send this to, so you better fucking enjoy it.
That was a big running joke we had, was that, I was riding with Biden just, lying to happy wife stuff. And then sometimes when we'd be doing intercourse, she would make a joke and she'd say, like, build the wall. She'd whisper, like, build the wall. And I'll be like, oh, I fucking love that. And it was funny. I wasn't actually into her saying build the wall. But those are cool LOL moments with somebody I wasn't.
Well, that's given me a little more insight to sex for you, I guess. Because I don't, and I'm not. No, I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing.
I'm not taking it bad. I'm
just saying like that's cool if that's what you find.
That's legit, bro.
That's not.
It is.
That is not.
You never LOL during.
Sex should be filthy, nasty.
Ew, dude.
Just gross. That's where two mature adults that go out in society and conduct themselves properly, the bedroom is where you put that shit aside.
Well, I mean, that's fun too sometimes, but...
There's dirty little slut,
I
daddy.
don't like that. You don't LOL at yourself when you're doing that? God
I don't
damn.
do anything I think's funny. I'm fucking with a purpose. I'll say that.
Hey, if you can quote you on that'd be good to get tatted. Yeah. Fucking with a purpose.
Yeah, so I will say, speaking of tats, it's set. Days off. Thursday, I'm getting the back of my neck tattooed.
Yuck.
And I love it. I love that me and my lady are getting matching tattoos.
That's way cool.
Can I tell you the one part that bugs me about it?
I'm going to try so hard to be supportive.
Well, you don't have to be. I don't care.
I'm going to try.
I'll get fuck Braxton tattooed on the side of my cock. I don't give a shit.
You do that for me?
I don't give a fuck. I don't think I could stay erect.
Property of?
No, yeah, whoa. Whoa. Then you'd have to get a tattoo on your tramp stamp region, your lower back that said throat goat. But
sorry, anyway.
So the only thing I'm worried about is this receding hairline.
Uh-huh. And then you're going to have to tattoo your skull, or what are you saying?
In 3 or 4 years, when I can't maintain the mullet anymore, which, by the way, anyone not listening or anyone not watching that's just listening, you're missing out. This mullet's fucking...
He does have a nice mullet.
Theo Vaughn, his quote, but I'm just a sharecropper, brother. The Lord's growing this mullet.
He's curling it for you, too, it looks
yeah,
like.
Does
he do that while you sleep? He comes in and puts it in curlers?
Yeah.
Thanks, God.
I had to tell him to stay out of my ass. That's where I get to sleep on your back, or I will. Yes, sir.
From the big man?
Yeah.
Damn, but he must have got to your ass because I'll bet that's curly too.
He overstayed his welcome.
That sucks.
I'll say that. We had a talk. Set some boundaries. Y'all don't do that no more.
You're excited to get a tattoo.
No, I'm not excited for the fact that in 3 or 4 years I can't maintain this hair anymore. And then I'm going to have to go back to a regular haircut, and just the back of my neck is going to say damned if I do.
Ooh, that's crazy. You're going to look like a psycho in the Albertsons line, and your neck's going to have fucking rolls in it. But you understand that your hair doesn't recede all the way back down the back of your head. It stops somewhere, and then you can shave the top and just grow it out the back like Jesse Ventura or Dog the Bounty Hunter.
A skullet? Yeah, I'm good, dude. I think I would choose euthanasia instead.
I think you're going to change your mind in about 15 years.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, dude.
I know where you're from. I know what it's like down there.
Okay.
You're going to have gray locks flowing out of your neckline, dude.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Uh-huh.
Okay, buddy? The reason I know that I won't go to that point where it goes skullet is because there's 2 people on this podcast, right? There's 2 of us.
You and me.
There's 2 people and only 2 people in this studio. Flatbeds and Slip Tanks Studios. Shout out for letting us use the space. That's pretty dope. But and out of those 2 people, there is only one that pulls puss constant, brother, and it ain't you. So I can assure you, if the hair starts falling off, I'll let it go because I maintain a steady flow of canal.
What are you talking
that ain't
about?
Never going away.
First of all, I've had so much sex before.
9 times.
With women, dude.
Yeah. That's what you say.
It's in the double digits at least.
At least.
I just want that to go on record. Totally have had sex.
Yeah. I think they got it.
Yeah.
They're getting it less now that you did what you
Would you like
did.
your beautiful lady friend that you're in love with and would like to marry you? You want her to hear about how much pussy
Meg?
you get? Yeah.
No, well, I don't get pussy besides hers since we started dating, but I've got a lot of puss over the years. And do you think that someone like me is fucking with someone that doesn't understand what I'm talking about?
I don't think so. I think the answer to that question is no.
Me and her talk about our sex lives.
Ugh.
Wait, man, it's not. See, that whole thing, you got to grow up at some point and get over that. That's not how life works.
I stopped asking her.
That doesn't make, do you think it makes you lesser of a person because you've had sex with people?
Yes.
That's okay. So we're going back to your youth.
No, if you're a woman, because then you're a slut.
No,
but if you're a man, then you're super cool.
Well, I mean, that only applies per gender, right? So, like, immature men will do that. But, ew, she's a slut. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple girls I know that you're a fucking whore. Like, you're a fucking slut. But a girl that likes to fuck, there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a new fucking era, man. This ain't the fucking back in the day where you... Well, I have never seen a woman that bedded anyone other than her husband for a lifetime. I would never be with a gal like that. Like, we're all out here fucking. We're all out here fucking, dude. 2023, we're all out here fucking.
How come? How do I get an invite?
Stop doing that bullshit where you're like, I got to be in love or my dick won't get hard. I look at a truck that's nice enough, my dick will get hard. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I think you got too much testosterone.
Could have.
System.
You want me to put some in you? Come on. And that's me supporting the LGBTQK3.
That's right, dude.
Community.
We're on their team.
Yeah.
Because we've all felt alone sometimes and wanted to
Do you think that when AI becomes a thing, like when there's actual bots rolling around, that they'll have the same problems? Like there'll be male and female bots, and then the trans will be like, "Where the fuck are our bots?" And then we got to start checking the undercarriage of bots. Like,
yeah,
that chick got a dick. What's going on? A little bit of a bulge in them jeans.
Do that. You would be transphobic if you tried that.
No, I'd just cup her front a little bit. It's a robot. They don't get a choice. Like a robot can't hold up in court.
Yeah, you don't think robots are going to have rights one day?
I hope
when they're walking around being trans.
Violate every one of them.
Wow,
Yeah,
you do that?
I see a bot in the street, dude. That's like a cat. I'm not even swerving.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Do you think you would make sexual advances on a bot in a McDonald's in this dystopian future? Do you think?
Here's what I think. I think that I would never do that just to do it. Like if I was just a single dude, I wouldn't be like, oh, there's a bot, but that might be love. Who knows? Like I'd never be that kooky because I'm not fucking dumb.
It's a different world nowadays. People are fucking bots.
Okay, but I'm not. Right? And I'm not is what I'm saying. So, but what I'm saying is if we were all out at the bar, Yance is single, and Tyler was like, there's no way you could close with that bot. Order me 2 more Double Crown and Cokes. I'm on my way over there. I'm going to beat the brakes off that bot before the night's over. That bot's going to be walking funny tomorrow. But it's not like an actual wimp. It's just like instead of the electronic steps, it takes like a hinky wide step with the right leg. It's in their programming. After a night of fucking, they have to walk.
It's all smoking afterwards with fucking wires.
It says
sticking
that line
everywhere.
from Lawless. Had rickets when I was a kid. Left me a little hinky.
Do they roll around? They probably roll around on wheels like the Jetsons. And then they probably get one that kind of...
I think we're way past that technology.
You're done with wheels? Brother, it's the fucking shit. It's the first invention ever.
I'm not done with wheels. I have to have them to do everything I do because, again, I don't run. What I'm saying is I think via technology that we have now that I don't think there's going to be little round wheels on the bottom of feet like it's fucking Bender but straight. And it just buzzes around and you hear the humming of the motors in its feet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, it's going to walk like normal, talk like normal.
Did you ever rock a pair of Heelys?
Oh, dude. No, I had the knockoff Walmart ones because we grew up poor.
Yeah, I want to see you in them today, cruising around the shop.
I'll tell you one thing. I went to a skate park 2 years ago.
Legit.
I bought a skateboard, went to the skate park, stood up on the tallest ramp, dropped in like a pro, and rode my ass off. Now, the longevity, not at all.
Your ass came back, though.
You want to run that by me again?
Well, because you rode your ass off, but it must have made its way back.
Yeah. Yeah, and most of the time I leave it at your mom's in her bed, but whatever. We can talk about it here in the studio.
Anyway, but you rode like a pro, you say?
No, not like a pro. Like as good as I ever rode.
Damn. So you
I didn't hit any board slides. Like I didn't get back to
But you were cruising in the bowl.
Oh, yeah. I was fucking dropping in.
That'd be so sick.
It just came right back. I'm just worried that now that I'm 30 and fucking fat, like if I fucking... hit the ground, that's hard,
biff
dude.
it?
I don't like that.
You remember biffing it?
Dude, I do, and I don't like it. I fucking hate it.
Oh, dude, he totally biffed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it.
All right, so if you biff it, it's going to take a toll on your old body.
Dude, detrimental, like catastrophic failure. Like I'm getting a knee surgery. My cousin Casey, shout out Casey. My cousin Casey fell down 2 weeks ago. He's not even 40. Broke his fucking hip. Had to get a hip replacement.
Dude. That's the worst.
Yeah, it is.
That's supposed to happen a long time hereafter when you're 70 or 80.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I will say that Braden still calls me Santa Claus, and I don't like that.
God damn, we're the king of nicknames around here, truly.
It's because I wouldn't quit saying no cap.
That was cool that you did that, though. Mm-hmm. That's kind of entered
Dude,
my
everyone
lexicon.
else was laughing.
I'm about a year late on every slang.
I try to be. I want it to be funny.
Oh, if you hit it when everybody else hits it, it's not funny.
Well, it's just a thing they're doing. But now that everyone's already said it a bunch, then I come out of nowhere and I'm like, no cap, dog.
And then that's the comedic.
I'll be like,
timing.
why are you still saying dog, and why are you just barely saying cap?
True.
Yeah. Are you ripping a bottled bubbly?
Yeah, it's got a lot more flavor.
Bottle
in it.
service?
It's
Come
got a lot more
on.
flavor. It's not a regular sparkling water. I mean, it's filled up with fake sugar. It tastes kind of like a soda pop.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
That's crazy. Do you ever drink it with your butt?
I've never drank anything with my butt. Sometimes
I bet you drank a couple dark horses with that ass, you fucking bag.
No, I never.
Oh, dude, why did I say that on a hot mic?
I've never done anything strange with my butt. Sometimes it spits out brown liquid, though.
Yeah.
Like more often than I'd like.
I don't do strange things with my butt either.
I wish it was more solid logs on a regular basis.
Yeah, but that comes back to your diet. Like, I'd love that too, but I accept what I am.
It's part of why I stopped drinking, so I could get some SLs, some solid logs.
Yeah, love that. Love it.
Hey, we're only 30 minutes in.
That's actually cruised by for 30 minutes, huh?
That's not bad. I think we're about
I was
to hit
just
our
thinking, I was
stride.
like, fuck, I want a cigarette. And I was like, you just had one, dude.
God damn. Time's a funny thing, huh?
It is.
You ever been sad?
Oh, buddy.
And then did time go by?
I have spent many lonely nights on that avenue. I'll tell you what.
Yo, have you ever cried on a couch alone?
Dude, I've cried so many places alone.
God, that's cool.
You know what? I cried today, but out of happiness.
Nuh-uh.
I was burning through. I just passed Watford, heading out towards Newtown, and that song "Working Man" came on by Larry Fleet. Dude, rocked me.
I think I know
It's
that
my
one.
core. I couldn't help but think about Meg and the kids, and just like what I'm out here
Like,
doing.
I'm out here. I'm
And
killing it.
where we've got
Grinding,
to, and
hustling.
Well, seriously, putting it
Yeah.
in.
It's
I don't
the
know a
best.
lot of people like me. I know you guys out here, but back home, like in my group of people, like I don't know
Yeah.
people that come out and do this. It's almost, and it's a part of me that gets irritated with. My friends will always do the same thing, and I'm not fucking knocking on them, but everyone will always, oh, fuck, you don't come around and see me no more. I've had
busy.
5 days a month at home for the last fucking 5 months. Could you, any one of you that are asking me that, could you imagine spending 21 fucking days away from your partner and thinking somewhere in that week that you were going to pencil me in? I wouldn't even ask. Okay? Like, let's get real here, dude.
That's the most stressful thing.
Why
in the
don't you
world.
come to, like, Luke, shout out Luke. He was like, no, come on, it's Brandon's birthday party. You're going up. Come on. And I was like, no. I told him, I was like, you've seen the scene on The Ranch, the TV series, where fucking Ed Bishop shows up and tries to pitch the Newman Hill deal to goddamn Sam Elliott. What does he play? Their dad. Fuck,
Yeah.
why can't I remember his fucking name?
I don't know. It's kind of a shitty show, but
It's not. Rooster, Colt, and
God.
Bo Bennett. But it was like that. I told Luke, I literally said, it's like you're trying to pitch that shit to me right now. Like, no. There's nothing you can say to sway me. There's nothing. I want to go home and sit on my couch. You are lucky I'm here for the 20 minutes I'm here to have beers with you, buddy.
Truly.
Like,
It's
I
one
want
of
to
the
be
most-
home with my old lady and a warm puss. Whoa. That'd take a turn. Well, you don't want it cold. That'd be more of a morticianer kind of thing. But whatever. To
Not
each
into
their own.
that. I've never had sex with a dead person.
You sure?
I find it extremely stressful to manage that time between all the people that would like to see you and, frankly, that you'd like to see.
I cracked the code on it.
What is it?
Who puts the effort into come seeing me?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of my move nowadays, which is way cool because I have cool friends.
Which I
that
don't,
do that.
like, I'm not saying that'll end a friendship for me, but I don't, if you want to be on the
won't be seeing
priority
you.
list, Luke called today, Luke and Shane. They call out of the blue, hey, love you, miss you, hope things are going good, that kind of shit. But everyone else is like, fuck, you don't come around no more. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm busy, dude.
Yeah, that's a strange thing to
Are
put
we
on.
30-year-old adults, or are you fucking retarded? Right? Why don't you come do what I do, and then when you get home, I'll go, why don't you come see me? You know, because that's how you should talk when you're asking me that question, you stupid motherfucker. I pay for a month's rent for a house I get to be out at 7 days, and you think I'm going to spend one of those days out of that fucking house? You're high, dude.
That's tough sometimes. I got to see all my dogs, though, because I don't have a family
Yeah, but you're
or
still
anybody that loves me.
You're still in that stage. You younger, don't have any kids. Not a bad way. Just you don't have any kids. You don't have a lot of responsibility. You can bounce around and have the dogs and shit.
Oh, it's so nice.
Dude, it is. That'd be great.
Like
I'd probably do it different. But like I get home, like the first day, I'm picking up my kids from fucking school. We're doing homework. We're catching up. Like,
yeah, that's the coolest thing ever.
Any one of you that ever want to ask me that question, spend 21 days away from your child, and then when you get them for a week, let me call you and go, why aren't you coming to see me? You'd go, fuck you. Fuck you. But just because I have the sack to bounce out of the fucking state and go do this shit out here, you go, what the fuck about me? What about you? What the fuck about you?
Fair point. I couldn't agree more.
Sorry for the times I've yelled into this mic. I hope it's not too ridiculous.
That's all right. That's why yours has your name on it, so that it can maintain all your
so that I don't get herpes from you, you fucking muppet. You're going to call me out about fucking yelling and spitting shit everywhere when you're rocking the fucking herp in your throat?
Yeah, I don't know if in 2023 we're still shaming people for irreversible diseases. But
I got AIDS. You share cigarettes with me? Fuck it.
You should have told me that before we shared cigarettes.
Full blown.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, dude, it really does. So
I
might die sometime.
This is going to be strange for me on my days off because I'm used to going to places and other people's houses and then getting super drunk and sleeping on their couches. Mm-hmm. But I'm not drinking.
That'll be crazy. How long do you think you're going to carry that on?
Hopefully forever. I have no desire to drink.
Wow.
Well, and then I started talking about it like it was real, and I was like, oh, I'm not drinking anymore. And then everyone was like, oh, you're fucking dumb. And so I was like, hey, well,
now you're like,
you.
oh, I got a point to prove.
And what has booze done for me?
Sex. Pussy.
Can't have sex
money,
with beer.
weed.
I've actually, so I went on a float trip with a young girl, and
don't say it like that. Say that she was above 18, young girl.
Oh,
yeah. You're making it sound like you just picked up a 14-year-old freshman. And you're like, you want to ride in my truck to go float this river?
Hop in an inner tube, bitch.
Have a sip of this vodka. Really let your inhibitions flow to the wind.
No, yeah, this was a grown woman of legal age, above voting age.
Wow.
She came on the float trip with us, and I was funny and on it and cool, and she liked me. And then she lived down the road from me, so I went and picked her up when we were all said and done. Everybody was home, and I was like, "What's up, bitch?"
Nice.
And I brought her over to my house, and we were watching TV, and then I fell asleep, and I'd had a couple of cocktails that day, and then I snored really loud. Nice. And she woke me up. I remember like in a movie where their heads, in frame, and and I opened my eyes a few times. She's like, will you take me home? I said, yeah, we'll get you home. What's up? And when you like remember snoring when you wake up, and I was like, I think I was snoring. And then I heard secondhand later on that was her. She said, he snores so loud because I was fucked up. I was drunk on alcohol and I fell asleep on the couch.
Dude, that'll do it too.
So I would have bedded one more woman if I wasn't a drinker, probably.
We're going to have to work on that term bedded. We're going to have to let that go. That's going to have to go the wayside.
I would have lain with one more woman had I not drank alcohol that day, perhaps.
Can you not say fuck? Is that just, just going to be too much?
I wouldn't have done that to her. She's a sweet lady. I would never. Anyway.
I'd have disrespected her because she didn't get along with her dad.
I don't think she did. She was part of a big drug operation.
Say it, whore!
I don't like that a lot.
I don't really talk like that either.
God, I hope not. Anyway, what else is happening? Want to hear it? Who, you?
We can pause this and go to fucking. I'll tell you right how I talk.
I don't want to do that. People would know.
They would.
Do you think if we came back, my voice would be like 2 octaves higher? Yeah. Like, boy, that wasn't any fun at all, bud.
I think it'd be a little shaky. All right, guys, we're gonna bring this to our. All right, okay, we'll see you guys.
Yo. Do you sweat a lot? Like if you were to play basketball or something, would you sweat a lot like a professional athlete?
You know what's crazy is that like I run super hot. Mm-hmm. Super hot. So I will sweat and sitting in a room that's too hot. Mm-hmm. But I don't sweat more. Like me and Dan would get on the fucking stair climber and fucking knock out a shitload of floors.
Rip a couple of skyscrapers.
And I'm not any sweatier than he is. Like same marks on our shirt. I think it is easier for me to sweat.
Do you sweat a lot when you
But shout out Meg. There was one time my first days off that it was like my hair was soaking wet. The bed, like it was. God, I don't even know if this should be on recording. I hope no one ever hears it. We fucked forever.
Ew.
And I couldn't finish, but stayed hard. Like I drank whiskey all night, and it was probably like the 4th time we fucked.
You were a real trooper about it.
Oh, dude, we were fucking like I was drilling for oil. Come on.
I don't like that. Eventually, it
Get
gets
them
tiring.
ankles up on these shoulders, and I'm gonna go to work.
Do you ever have a little thing Adam Carolla called "Same Boner, Different Jizz"? Do you know about that?
I'm already irritated that you made it an Adam Carolla thing.
Well,
That'll ruin it. Guess
doesn't
we'll
she
take
know
a pause.
that we're podcasting? That's fucking
Pause.
ridiculous, dude. That's fucking insane.
Close that window.
We're back to the POD.
Hot mic, hot mic.
I am so homeless.
How homeless are you?
That I ride around with a bag of dog food in the back of my pickup because I never know if I'm going to be spending the night on somebody's couch or not.
But that's kind of, yeah, that's pretty homeless.
Not quite a
I was going to try
punchline,
and
but
defend you, but yeah, you're pretty fucking homeless. But as far as, oh, dude, so did you check on the Jim Jeffries? Did you get to the Bill Cosby joke?
It's not on that. I think we're talking different species.
Okay, fair enough.
It was. I'll tell you what I thought of Jim Jeffries' latest special. It was a bit performative, but it was good. It was funny. There was a couple parts that we really LOL'd.
I'm telling you, the one
But it was
where he rips the
performative.
Bill
You know what that
Cosby
means?
jokes.
Do I need to Google it?
You done?
Would you? I'd like to have a
Or you got
conversation
more to
about
go?
whether or not his.
Yeah, you're not done. Okay.
Do you know what performative means?
I would assume he's more concerned about doing a good act than doing good comedy. I'm not bumping your fucking shit after that. Fucking treat me like I'm... Dude, it's like... Dude, no.
I just wanted to have one conversation.
So here's what I think you did. I think
That
when
was
you went to
perfect.
open
That's exactly how I felt about it.
Here at the Flatbed and Slip Tank Studio, I think when you went to open the door to get blown, you turned the heater off.
I did turn the heater off, so that it won't
steadily
turn on.
getting colder.
Yeah, 100%. But I didn't want it to turn on during the
So you're
pod.
saying we got to rip a pause to turn the heater
I'm
off.
a professional podcaster. I'm not going to have a in the background the whole time.
This is what we do for you, 3 people listening. We freeze in the Flatbed and Slip Tank Studio.
Yeah, I'm not going to make somebody driving down the road and have to hear our heater turn on. That would
Dude,
be
if I'm ever involved in anything that has a studio, I'm naming it the Flatbed and Slip Tank Studio.
I think that's perfect. You can be my secondary, subordinate co-host. Mm-hmm. And then I can be primary.
Oh, is that what they call the people that carry the pod? All right.
Well, I think it...
Shout out Georgie and little white guy. Forgot your name.
That's Alex.
Jorge and Alex.
He's college guy because he went to college for a long time.
Yeah, that's cool. How does it feel being a swamper, you piece of
Whoa,
shit?
whoa.
Just kidding, dude. I'd much rather be a swamper than a mechanic. I hate when people are like, hey, you need to know things right now, and then you need to apply them.
Dude. And you stay knowing stuff, which is one of the things I admire about you. I also admire your Jerry Curl mullet, and I admire that you share cigarettes with me. Not like mouth to not back and forth, but you know what I mean. We smoke cigarettes at the same time in the same area, and I like that.
We rip ciggies.
It's one of my fave things, dog.
Dude, it's cool.
Do you like anything about me?
I dig it. Oh, is that were you on a fishing expedition the whole time? Yeah, I like that even though you claim to always be sad and negative, you're not. You're usually pretty positive.
True.
You usually shine a positive light on most things.
Thanks. It's part of the bit.
Sometimes you do it when I don't want you to be positive.
Like
and that
right,
can get hard.
like right this minute?
No, not this minute at all. Dude, there's nothing that fuck a guy like me right now, dude. Fuck, my work day's over. I ain't got nothing to do but get fucked up.
You're in
until
your
I gotta go
natural
to work
habitat.
tomorrow. Dude, I am.
And I retained my semen for these listeners, and you freaking blew it all over the side of the...
Dude, twice today, before work and after.
Damn, dude.
Blew it all over? No. Like,
They're
I don't know
getting
why
empty
people...
nut Austin.
Can we talk about that for a minute? I hear people talking about fucking ripping juicers and fucking showers, bathtubs, in their bed and shit. Jerk off in the toilet and flush it like a fucking adult.
That's what I've always kind of done, but nobody has ever brought it to my attention. Nobody ever talks about that.
We're getting there. We're in. Ooh, I need a Charles McCaskey.
God, I miss drinking. Back in those days, that was freaking nuts, dude.
Dude, I miss drinking too. Oh, we're back.
So you're going to do it.
Missed it so much, I brought it back.
Oh, you know what else would be a cool challenge for me?
What?
Fucking
girls without feeling like you have to love them so much that you can't get erect when you want to fuck the girls you want to fuck. That would be a challenge.
It is challenging. It can be psychosomatic. A fun challenge for me would be to not drink, continue to not drink, and also not talk about it. Because you know how people, like I have this last week, have been, I don't drink anymore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's I get you got a good job and you got a good salary, but feed's getting pretty expensive.
How's that?
So maybe you ought to get off that fucking high horse you're cruising around, huh? Hang it up for a little while.
I'm just trying to think about how I should navigate my newfound sobriety, but I mean, if I can't talk about my close friends, Well,
let's talk about sobriety. Are we sober or are we?
I don't know why you're fucking blasting me on the pod, dude.
Yeah, dude, sobriety's cool. It is cool. I love that 3 days we didn't drink and just fucking rip bubble waters. That was fucking awesome. I think I'm going to do that most of days off.
Bubblies? No booze?
Yeah. My old lady's got a birthday. We got a booze for that.
Obviously.
And then I haven't hung out with Luke in a while, and we're going to hang out. We always booze for that. Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you seriously, what rules about alcohol? Because I hate it so much for so many reasons. But
well,
I don't judge molecules.
Here's my take on it. I feel like it's the same thing for everyone, whether they admit it or not.
And what is that?
All it does is silence the thoughts
that are there.
You know what I mean? It brings you, it brings you a quiet, like all of a sudden your brain's not racing. You're not talking about, or you're not thinking about where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing, like, and not like as if like work and shit, like where you're at in your life, and that constant anxiety, and it's just like completely
puts you in the moment, and you're not like
And I don't like shout out and Steve-O much because that like embarrassing transition into comedy, like when he did the Mike Tyson. Sorry, Steve-O, if you're listening, but when you did that, shit on the roast where Mike Tyson held his fist up and you ran into his fucking hand instead of letting him punch it, like, dude,
I heard that was pretty lame,
fucking corny as fuck. But whatever, living his best life. He said once on his podcast, he said that alcohol is not the problem when it comes to alcoholism at all. It's the solution. It's the being sober you struggle with. So I think even if someone claims to be, I drink, I've got it under control, I don't get in trouble, we're all drinking for the same fucking reason. So I can tell you right now that what rules about alcohol is not having to feel the things you feel that you don't want to feel. Yeah. That's also the same thing that sucks about alcohol.
True.
Because then you still got to wake up and every day it's just tacking another thought in there. And then after a while, it's like you're just fucking drinking to keep yourself from thinking like, fuck, I have like, my life is not where I want it to be. But you just keep fucking shutting them voices up.
I find, especially after I've been drinking a lot, like if I've been on a nice bender and I've been getting drunk every night for 3 or 4 nights in a row, if I go to bed, and not even if I was getting hammered, but if I go to bed sober that following night, my brain is wired.
You can't fucking sleep at all.
Because I'm used to just not thinking at all when I fall asleep. And now it's like, hey, guy, I've been here this whole time. Knock, knock. What up, bro? And I go, yeah, I guess I'll think about all of you. And that's the problem. That's
the alcoholism. Yeah, you get to the point where it's harder to be off the shit than it is to be on the shit.
Yeah, I don't like the side. I wanted to stop it.
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to be like, hey,
stick with it, dude. That would make me so fucking happy for you. Like if you just stick with it,
I know how cool
and you just flip the switch. Oh, dude, fucking awesome. I applaud you for doing what you've done already.
Yeah, this is hot podcasting material. But my stepdad, Tom, he is going.
Shout out, Tom. Thanks for going on them business trips.
He's taking a year off of drinking because his son, my brother, died of alcoholism.
Yep.
And it's not like a year thing. He just stopped drinking, obviously. And then he's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll go a year and see where I'm at. And he's almost there, I think. That'd be a cool thing to do. Just take a long break and just be like, well, that was because when's the last time you took a break that was like any amount of time at all?
So in the prior podcast when I talked about the DUI and the razor running from the cops, due to that incident, I was forced to take a year off. Now, I only went a month and a half to 2 months, and then I'd get a 3-day vacation pass and I'd fucking get drunk. But
Still
that was
over
the
a
longest
month.
forced time. And I did a lot of shit in that time because there's forced counseling, forced therapy. Like
That's cool.
It's all part of the program.
Did it take? Because usually when people are forced to go to therapy, that doesn't work too good.
Yeah, a lot of times it doesn't. But it depends on, I think it's a good thing they do with the court system, the way they set up that drug court shit. Because like when I got there, you hear the term drug court. So you go to do your first meeting.
Not drugs.
You think drug. You're like, drug court. Like, I'm not a junkie, dude. My shit's under control. And they're like, all right, running from the cops in a razor guy. Tell me more about how your life's under control. But in the first meeting, Dylan, shout out Dylan. He's the fucking shit. That changed my life. Huge. But, so you go meet him for intake is what they call it, which is shitty.
I'm familiar with this term.
But, so you go meet with him, and he goes over some things, questions you, decides if they're going to accept you to drug court or not. Because that's like an option. They say, we'll give you this, or if they accept you into drug court, we'll give you this. Lesser charge, obviously, if you complete it.
Because you're rehabilitating.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the intake, and I was like, man, I'm not fucking shooting up. I'm not all fucked. Like, I shouldn't even be here. I'm here because it's getting out of a DUI. And he turned around and he said, yeah, man, that's cool. It's going to be a long year, so you can think like that if you want, or you can realize you're here for a reason. You're not here because someone pulled you in off the street, and maybe there's a lot you could learn from this program.
Cool.
I immediately stopped. I was like, oh, fuck.
Damn.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah.
But it did. He changed my life, dude. Forced therapy, and it doesn't for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that got on drug court, got off, fucking used, back in and out of fucking jail and shit, like, heavy shit. I can't speak for everyone, but it stuck with me. That fucking therapy, that counseling and shit, dude.
That's
Like
cool
that changed my fucking life.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah. And I hate to bring it up on the pod. Got nothing but love for you, Echo, but that's what got me out of that toxic cycle of being with Echo. I was coming up on being off drug court, and her fucking dad's moved into my fucking house drunk. Like, dude, like, it's just the craziest shit I'd never put up with, but I'm just putting up with it. And then I brought it up to Dylan, and he was like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to be out of here soon. Are you going to go back to how it was? Like, are you just going to keep living unhappy?
You want to try this one again?
And that gave me the courage to do the hardest thing I did. I left her. I was like, no, like, if I'm chosen second, like I always am when I provide the most in your life, I do the most for you. And not just like, I get a paycheck and I buy you things. Like, love, like every fucking thing you need, whatever you tell me you need, I fucking do it for you. And there was always something more important than me. Leaving her was fucking life-changing.
Yeah.
And not like that, like we have a kid together. It's still what it is. But for me, it was fucking nuts. It was like I built up the courage and did that. And since then, it like skyrocketed me into this path of like, that's okay when people don't want to be with me. That's okay when people don't like me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because I love myself. I know what fucking path I'm on, and I'm going to stick to it. And if people don't make it through that journey, they weren't meant to be on it with me.
Right. That's the
And
coolest
I
thing
fucks
ever.
with that.
I do too.
I fucks with that, dog.
That's one of the hard things to realize, or it's one of the things that makes you hate yourself when you go back and forth with a lady 1,000 times, is you kind of do it because you don't love yourself that much, and so you know that on some level, and then you hate yourself for like not being who you know you should be, but you don't have the strength or whatever it is, or the will or the discipline.
Toxicity, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts. And then when you do it though, you're like, it's freeing. You're kind of freed in a way. You're like, oh, I am.
That's what I
strong
was
enough.
speaking from
I
when we
can be
talked
this person.
that first or second hitch I was here that we talked before you and Kristen split up. That's where I was coming from with it. Like, dude, like I could see the fucking heartbreak in you, and it's like, dude, I begged that chick to love me the way I deserve to be loved.
It sucks.
My whole fucking 20s, and letting that go and not hanging my hat on needing that and conforming to the thing that fit that completely just shot me into this avenue of my life that is like, oh, this is me. That's what I like to do. I remember having a conversation with Echo when she was like, I was single. So we did have like a week thing last fall, but I split up with Haley, and Echo started talking about, you know, just her regular shit, and, you know, as fucking exes do. Oh God, you know, it should have worked, this, that, and the other. And I realized something from having the power to leave that shit, that when she was bringing it up and wanted to do it again, I said, I'd love that. Like, I would love to walk inside and say, everything's better and we're just going to work this out. But you don't like who I am. You like who you want me to be and who I am when I'm around you. But I like to drink. You fucking hate that. I like to ride my motorcycle. I like to go to bars. Like, I like to do all this fucking shit that I like to do, and you don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
One of the things that's cool about it, when you can break out of that, is because, like, before, like you said, you're hanging your hat on what this person thinks of you. And then when you stop hanging your hat there, it, like, frees up this new space for you to hang your hat on a lot of different things, which, like, if you do it right, and it's like you're hanging your hat on your values or being somebody you want to be, then you, like, feel good being a good version of yourself. And that's fucking righteous. There's no better feeling than that. There's no better feeling than, like, doing the right thing and then being proud of it and being like, oh, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm on the right path. That's what you get after you mourn for 6 weeks after you break up with a cheating bitch whore.
Yeah. You know who you are, you cunt.
Anyway, and you get a little taste of freedom a little bit for being strong.
Well, yeah, but you get the freedom. You get the freedom that you can't buy or that you can't work for. You get the freedom inside. You get the freedom in your headspace. Yeah,
you don't carry this bullshit around all the time. Sort of a carrot and the stick
situation.
And
it makes it, for me, it makes it so that when I'm standing in the fucking darkness, like, I can be okay with it. I can make friends with it and be like, you know what? This sucks, but this is not near as bad as I felt before.
Oh, yeah, truly.
Like, when I'm staring at this person, like,
when you're familiar with
just
it.
Like almost crazy. Like, I've gave you everything. I've done it all. I can't be better for you. Yeah. I've done everything. I've become a different fucking person for you. And I'm still not enough. Like, when you're having that crazy shit, standing in the darkness, but knowing that you stand by yourself is like, it probably won't be the funnest to go to bed tonight. But when I wake up in the morning, I'll be a lot happier than I am when I wake up and go, why don't you love me?
Yeah, because that's a special kind of hell.
It is.
Yeah, there's nothing like it, dude.
I'm thinking, what is this? This is number 2 podcast?
Second pod, yeah.
I think episode 2, Ep 2, we might have to dust off the old Husqvarna and do some 0 turns in the garage till Tyler comes out and shuts it down. Maybe a couple wheelies or something.
I could ride on the back.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like pegs.
Dude, take it to the gas station. He would be so furious. We wouldn't make it around the fucking football fucking field. He'd be like,
we should just pull it out of the garage right next to his bedroom window. And fire up the actual mower blade like we're actually mowing.
Mowing snow. Oh, he'd shut us down. I think he might shut the pod down. He might shut the drinking down.
I know.
He might just come out and go, this has got to come to an end. Like, you two can't be friends anymore.
Yeah, pod would have to go underground. That would probably make us a hot commodity.
That might be cooler.
Yeah, so fire up the Husky.
We park down at the pumper and fucking shoot a quick pod. 15-minute intervals. Tyler checks my location. I got to get home.
That's funny. I think you yelled about that the other day.
What?
Having location on in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
Didn't you say that was the craziest thing in the world?
No, I said it was the craziest thing in the world to me that... So this chica I'm with, Meg, shout out Meg, fucking love you, mama.
S-O-M-E-G.
But trust was always a weird thing in my past relationships. Not the most recent one before Meg. Like, that we trusted each other, but we didn't like each other that much. She would claim different just to make it... Fun. Like she lost because she was mad that I left, but neither of us were fucking happy. It was just kind of like we were both searching for that somebody else. With, and when someone barely fit, it was like, let's make this work. But we're like, I want to say 2 weeks into dating. I'm getting ready to head out here, and she fucking shares her location with me, like, which is still constant. Like the other night when we had that. A little tiff you heard about. I still left it on, like, hey, I love you, I just need some space and shit. And it was crazy to me. Like, you don't care if I know where you're at, ever. Because there was always deception.
Oh, yeah.
In my past relationships. And I would kind of play into it. Because it'd make me feel like, well, fuck, I guess I can go hang out with my friends and she cannot know where I'm at. Yeah, but with Meg, it's not that way, dude. There's no deception. It's just always is what it is. We tell each other the shit. The other night when fucking sent me that shit talking about don't get matching tattoos with some chick. I said, mind your business. And she said, it'll be just like last time. I said, she's not some chick. She's my old lady. And then she said, nah, she's not, but I hope the best for you. So I called Megan. I was like, hey, you got a lot going on. You're moving into your new salon. Like, you got a lot of shit going on. I had to add this into it. And I hope you don't get mad because I don't want it to affect, like how you are with Wade and shit, because this is just an adult acting like a child, and we just have to deal with it because it's my child's mother. But this is what she said, and Meg was just like, baby, I ain't worried about it. Like, we're good. That's like every fucking turn. And especially when she came into my life. Like, she came and stayed in my camper at a fucking RV park where I was living before the apartment. She had every reason to not be with me. There was nothing sexy about being with me. There was nothing cool about it. But she dug her heels. And, like, every turn just fucking digs her heels and, like, we're doing this.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that fucking shit, if there's ever, which probably there won't be if there's ever any ladies listening, dig your fucking heels and just stand by him.
Oh,
he will move mountains for you.
Truly. Especially if he's even a halfway decent guy.
Yeah.
Would you like to write her a love letter or just hijack this podcast to talk about how cool your babe is?
Oh, dude, I didn't know. I went on a tangent. My bad. Back to reality. Fuck you, Meg.
I think
JK.
I think I had another joke in there somewhere, but I can't remember.
What were we talking about that led to all that, though? Oh, you were talking about the location thing.
Yeah, I was just asking you what you
I think that's cool as shit. You know what I do that I don't have to do? With the Meg thing, I can play good music. I don't throw you my phone with no password in the passenger seat and tell you to DJ for no reason.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Check the shit out.
Everybody's
See what
just kind of
pops up.
grown-ups. Yeah.
Cruise over into Snapchat. Look at Facebook. Look at whatever you want. There ain't shit on there that shouldn't be there.
All right. Just sick-ass podcasts.
Yeah.
Which apparently are just love letters to
Yeah, I mean, maybe don't look at, like, messages from my best friends because we say a lot of shit that does that make you feel good? How mature are you guys? We're not.
Yeah,
okay?
That's why it's fun.
Yeah. I don't just rip cunt all around the house when you're home. When the boys are around, let's talk about spitting butter. Come on.
Anyway, I remember when there's a time when you were a younger man, and there's a thing when you're fighting with some lady, and it's always like when you're 19 or 20, and it's like it's the highest high you'll ever feel in your life, which is this weird like I'm fucking fighting with a woman and I'm on my own, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is that? And then you get stuck in that, dude. You can keep doing it for a long time.
It comes from a lack of control, from zero control to 100% control.
Yeah.
Because you're bridging that gap from, fuck you, mom and dad, I'm 18, I do what I want. Then all of a sudden you're doing what you want. You don't know how to do it. You're just mad at everything. And you're in this toxic thing where she's like, you can be mad. I'm not going to leave, but let's fight. It's like, because they're doing the same thing. She's like, you can't tell me who to love anymore, dad. And then she's just loving this piece of shit that yells all the time. Like, it's just
a vicious cycle.
Dude. It is. And some people never get out of it. Some people get hooked to toxicity.
Well, hell, I was there for so long.
Yeah, me too.
And there's a crazy thing that control thing. And you're just like, I was thinking about this the other night, and that was the conclusion I came to. Was, I just got to control everything until it's all perfect, and then I will have, like, done this adult thing right like I was supposed to.
Yep.
Turns out the way that you be an adult correctly, as far as I can tell, is you just chill the hell out and you stop trying to control everything. And you control you and, like, become the best version you
But then you're talking about, so strip the titles from adult and kid. You're just a person that's been through some shit on your own. You know what I mean? It's not about being an adult or a kid or doing your own thing. It's just, you're just a human that has to have experiences.
But acting like one or the other. And when you start acting like an adult, that's usually when you chill out.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude. You ever went on a date with a 19-year-old lady?
Probably around the time
Have you ever stuck your dick in a meat grinder, dude? It's the worst fucking idea you ever had.
I couldn't imagine dating a 19-year-old now.
Holy Lord.
Dude, that'd be wild.
They're dumber than me.
That doesn't take much.
I've done it before. They tell horrible, wretched stories that are not interesting.
Yeah, but that's because you're looking for love. If you're looking for fucking, you go, tell me another story, mama.
Well, I'm a professional podcaster, so it's hard for me. It's like nails on a chalkboard, you know?
Most professional podcasters get their dick sucked in their truck at the Texas Roadhouse.
For real?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
Shit.
We might have to run some polls on the 3 people listening.
That's true, though. I know where I'm headed after this pod.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, dude.
I wish there was something close enough I could have kicked over when I said it.
Well, I think I got to go number one from all these bubble waters I'm drinking.
Dude, when you say shit like that, it just throws me for a loop. No one talks like that.
What are you talking? Wait, I'm not going
to... At the jar the other night, you said, well, I got to go potty.
Well, yeah,
to go in
I'm not
and take a piss.
Foul. Whoa,
dude, we're grown-ups.
I'm not taking anything from that bathroom. I'm going to go number one. I'm not taking piss.
What you did
I'm not taking
was you
shit.
just went number 2 on my mindset. Okay.
See how much that rules, dude? You're coming around. Fucking drinking bubblies and saying number 2. That's fucking good shit.
It's in the Geneva Conventions. Look it up.
I gotta put a chew in.
Might as well.
Now that I'm done drinking. God damn, those were fun days back when I was
Glad
drinking.
you put your pants back on. That was getting old.
I think it's funny to rip my pants off.
Try and shoot a pod with your counterpart with his dick out and tell me that's fucking easy.
I'm wearing them, dude. I want to show you my favorite underwear.
What do they say?
Mary Jane.
You're so fucking dumb. You're so dumb.
Those are my favorite pair of underwear.
That's the best, dude. That is the best.
And just like all my clothes, I didn't buy them. They showed up in my hamper one day. I think they're one of my boys' underwear. One of my dogs left their undies behind, and I wear them every
One of your dogs
fucking
needs
chance
to grow the fuck out.
But yeah, the underwear fairy delivered me some cool weed-themed undies.
That's nice.
I'm a brief man. Anyway, thanks for reminding me to take my pants off.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I always forget to do that.
Wish I wouldn't have.
When I'm wearing these underwear and I'm hanging out with people, I'm like, oh, I got to show you my underwear.
Yeah, I usually don't remind people until after the date rape starts kicking in.
Remind them.
Take your pants off. What? Take your pants off.
Damn, dude, that's tough because that's a pretty hypnotic Cosby is what it feels like.
Dude, that's Jim Jeffries' bit about. He's like, as rapes go, being raped by Bill Cosby wasn't that bad. And the fingering and the pudding and the stuffing and the raping. Dude, it's fucking hilarious. It's the best.
I love that. I love a good Bill Cosby rape.
Shout out Jim Jeffries.
Shout out.
He's the only person that brought up gun control that makes me laugh when he does, because he's for gun control,
hard.
but he talks about someone's broke into the house. Hold on, let me go to the safe. And he starts like he's dialing code. He's like, "Shut up, I can't think." As he's trying to get the gun.
That's funny as fuck.
It is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he went pretty hard on that one.
But I also think he hasn't been in enough shitty little towns like mine.
True.
Come spend a week in B-Town, homeboy, and think maybe you might ought to put a gun in that truck, huh?
He's from a different world.
Yeah. Out here, they're not fighting everybody.
You know what I'm excited about?
What?
Is earlier you said, with confidence. Shout out Steve-O. Steve-O, no offense if you're listening to this.
Which you never will be.
That
we'll
stumped me up so hard, dude. I'm like, Steve-O will listen to this one day.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Just him cruising around with his double octave voice.
Yeah.
He talks in 2 octaves.
Yeah, dude.
That's nuts. Anyway, sorry. I was just thinking about that.
Fair enough.
Just some of the things I think about. And the heater's on. I'll bet this is all wasted space. Wasted
I don't
time.
think it is.
The heater's on.
I think it clears it out. There's that little heater on the floor next to me that was buzzing.
True.
In your office when we were doing it. I don't think it's a big deal. And even if it is, dude, we're probably like 150 hours away from making anything that is remotely close.
We don't accept that kind of attitude here.
To being
we
funny.
do not accept that in here.
All right, well, that's the new bet.
That's good vibes
So,
only.
if it takes less than 150 hours to make one we put on YouTube that gets over 10,000 hits,
Bro, I'll bet my fucking life on it right now.
and we're going to bet better than that. If it takes less than 150 hours of doing what we're doing right now, every bit of it, even the real episode 2 that no one was around for, that no one should have been around for, it was pretty foul. But even all of it together, if it's less than 150, Braxton has to run through the super pumper with his dick out.
That's the worst idea you've ever had. But it won't take.
No, if it takes less than 150 hours, I have to run through the pumper with my dick out. If it takes more than 150, because Braxton's so sure, he has to run through the pumper with his dick
Listen,
out.
I'm not worried about striking it big in the podcast game. I don't want to run through a convenience store. Lewd, inappropriate.
It's like when you go golfing.
Uh-huh.
If you don't hit it past the ladies' tee, you have to play the rest of the hole with your dick out. It's not fun for anyone. But that's,
You do that every time.
That's the rule.
Do they?
If you don't hit it past the ladies' tee, you have to play the rest of the hole Finish the hole with your dick out. That is a rule.
On the
Now, there might be some guys that really dress up and put golf shoes on and shit. They're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Is he the guy that had his dick out? But me and my friends, you don't hit it past the ladies' tee, dude. Your dick is out. Finish the hole. We'll Snapchat it. I don't give a fuck.
I don't like that.
But I'll tell you what, if I don't hit it past the ladies' tee, I'm fluffing it up. I'm getting semi-chub before I whip it out. That's a nice cock, isn't it?
Damn, but you know how sometimes you're walking like down the fairway and your penis
Yeah, it's not
rubs and
fun
you
for
get
anyone.
erect?
I don't walk the fairway. That's what golf carts are for.
You never walked and got an erection?
No, I have. But you're not doing that golfing. You're in the cart. You get out to hit your ball. And
What if on your backswing you get hard
And
as
I'll
hell?
tell you-
What if on your backswing you get hard as hell, and then you just barely hit a worm burner, not quite to the ladies' tee?
you're going to want to figure it out.
You got to get
That's
an erect
the-
penis around all your boys, dude.
That's the thing about having your dick out. You start playing a good game of golf because all that's between you putting your dick away is getting that ball in the hole. You start taking it super fucking serious. You're checking the wind. You got a rangefinder. 127 yards. I'm going to use a 7.
I guess so.
Go 9. Fuck off. Your dick's not out, dude. You don't know what's on the line right now.
Me personally, the idea of taking an erect penis out in front of your homies seems gay, but I guess if you're golfing...
So here's what I'm going to ask. We're gonna touch base on what you just brought up.
Uh-huh.
Why are you erect? You're with your boys, and you know it's part of the game.
I know,
but you're just gonna get a fucking... You're just gonna wood up.
Well,
on
if
it?
you hit a backswing, if you're on
I
your
guess
backswing...
that'd be a, what do we call that? The 2 wood?
Do you,
There's nothing lower than the 3 wood. Come on.
do you
Braxton's got his 2 wood out. Turn around. We'd have to let you play through our own game. Go finish the fucking hole and put it away.
Well, that's because of your dumb rule that you made up.
I didn't make it up.
It's not my fault that I roll around hard as hell everywhere I go.
It was brought to me by Bruce Barrows. Shout out Bruce. Bruce Wayne. It was brought to my attention by him, but I've heard several people talk about it.
And then you immediately adopted it? Because you can hear it. Like, I'm hearing it right now, and I'm rejecting it. And you can
It
do
fits
that.
the rules. So if I go on this fishing trip with you and Tyler and Dustin, all that shit we're going to do with the float in the river,
Overnight?
if there's a rule you guys have with partying, do you think I'm going to be the one that goes, I will not
Well, if the rule is like...
The rules are the rules,
if you
dude.
spill a beer...
If I came to your party and you got party rules... Get my dick out.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
What if my party rule is if you spill a beer, you have to bend over and finger your own asshole in front of everybody? Would you be like, rules are rules, we're partying?
I wouldn't.
My
I wouldn't.
point exactly.
I would not come to your party. But I'm telling you right now, you come to the course with me, you better beat that ladies' tee, or your dick out till the end of the hole. And that applies all 18.
Oh, front and back 9.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Well, I don't want to golf with you then. Would I be allowed to come golf and just drive the golf cart? And not golf? You know what I mean? Like, come hang out with the boys and just drive the golf cart?
You know, actually, as you said that, I just thought, like, how cool would that be?
That's what I want to do.
Stoned as fuck. And just play golf, and you can just have music on the cart and buzz me around with my ball. Dude, that'd be way cool. I'd pay for your 18 holes just for you to buzz me around the course.
That's all I want to do. Every time my friends go golfing, they're like, hey, we're going golfing. You want to go? And I say, can I just drive the cart? And
at some point in the middle of it, I'd say probably from hole 8 till 11, we'd turn it into polo. Like I just... Fuck
yeah,
it.
but I would be driving your trusty steed, dude.
Fuck it, dude. B-train on the trusty steed. Come on.
Oh, that would rule. Well, we'll make a date for it. Set a date.
Well.
Fuck, I keep using that word.
Tell me again how you're not gay.
Fuck,
Ew, dude.
This is what I do with ladies. And they're like, maybe we shouldn't set a time for it.
Yeah. Or you could slip them a pill. Then everyone's got time.
Take your clothes.
Take your pants off.
That's
what
good.
What the fuck? Show me your boobs.
Anyway. What else is going on? Sorry.
Fade to black. Oh, fuck. I don't know. What else is going on? Dude, I'm super excited.
Those are good impressions. You can do, apparently, a very good guy about to rape a girl after she's taken a roofie.
Yeah, it's kind of in my wheelhouse.
I can do a horse, and then the other day I did a good Michael Clark Duncan.
Dude, stop.
I did a really good Michael Clark Duncan.
I can rip a Hank Hill.
Oh, you can. Can you hit us with some Hank Hill?
I can. I probably can. Turn down for what? Oh. It's my dog, Lady Bird, and my wife, Peggy.
That's nasty, dude. That's a good Hank Hill.
It's decent.
Can you do Bart Simpson?
Start bringing. Can you do O.J. Simpson? Would that just be the sound of a knife on your wife's throat, or what's that impression?
Damn, bro.
If the glove doesn't fit, the jury must quit.
OJ impression?
Oh, fuck.
That's pretty good.
Dude, I've always wanted to get a white 90s model Bronco and just put OJ edition on the back window. So bad.
That's a legit OJ impression, though, for real.
Just the knife?
Yeah, that's good shit.
That's what he did. So.
That's so funny. I'm trying to think of any other impression. Oh, no. Do you know any other ones?
And it's a rip-off from Dana Carvey.
Okay.
But Barack Obama.
You can do him doing Barack.
Yeah, 100%. There are people in your community that want to take your guns. Peanut butter cup.
That's pretty good. I can do a horse. You want to hear me do a horse?
I don't. I heard it the other day. I want to hear it. I have a feeling you're going to do it. Oh, God. It hurt just as bad as I thought it was.
That's fucking good.
Ooh, what else is there? I feel your pain, America. I do. I feel your pain.
That's pretty good. You do have an ability to use a smoky voice. Do you ever use that on your lovers?
Who is it?
Oh.
You know who it is. Hell yeah.
You do that to him?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I had a couple other impressions in the bag, and I can't remember what they are now.
What do you think the speed limit should be on interstates?
I think that there should be a separate interstate where it's like response time is low for ambulances, but as long as you're under 120, you get her done, cowboy.
But you get there quick.
Yeah, you get the fuck out there and get home if you're headed. Yeah, but everyone knows when you get on that one, like, that's not a carpool.
This is high risk.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
And then we implement some kind of like bumper bubbin. Bumper rubbing.
You want to play,
Yeah.
You want to do Rubbin's Racing?
Yeah. I just kind of want there to be like, this highway, there's no rules.
For real? You want a whole...
Set up spike strips. I don't give a shit.
You want one
There's an
road
abortion
that's
clinic
just GTA.
on every exit.
Yeah. You want just like 100-mile, 2-lane stretch of GTA.
GTA 5-lane.
And then you can get off exits.
Yeah.
How often?
You can leave, but if you don't.
Anything's... I'm with you. I got to go get another bubble water or my brain will collapse.
10 Roger.
You want to go solo pod on him?
Nah, you can pause it.
God damn, yell at me like that again. I'll fire your ass. From this pod, not from the actual job we do.
I would love that. God, I had some other impressions in the back. What the fuck was it?
That's all right. You can think about it. I'll do a solo pod. The weather, how about that? That's been nice. What else been going on? I need to get the typewriter out and write some loved ones some letters.
Need to do that, but we really need to start fucking working out a couple bits because we're doing that stand-up thing this summer.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go ripping open.
Well, I could type some stuff. I could do the joke.
We'll go somewhere like Ohio or wherever comedy's not funny. We'll try it out somewhere.
I don't think it's funny in either Dakota, in either of the Dakotas.
The Dakotas?
Yeah, I don't think that's where comedy thrives.
Yeah, but there's no comedy clubs in the Dakotas.
There's got to be a couple mics.
Oh, I'm sure there's an open mic.
Bruh. What if we did open mics at Sturgis and then everybody wanted to beat me up?
Not.
Get off the stage, pussy. That would suck.
We're going to kick your ass.
I can do an impression of me doing comedy at the Sturgis. It goes, how's it go? Hello, everybody. My name's Nervous, and I'm Braxton. Fuck. Get off the stage, pussy.
Faggot!
I think that's me doing Sturgis. Anyway, my point is, if we did that, would you protect me, you think?
Here's what I'll say.
With your fists of fury?
Here's what I'll say. I protect the weaker ones around me.
I don't know why you got to put it that way. You could have
So if you were just,
yes.
Here's what I'll say: if you were just doing you, and for no reason,
Oh, I know how to do.
some guy walked up and was like poking you in the chest, I'd probably slap his hand real hard and go, "Fuck, if you want it, I can break it off for you. We can go outside or we can get down right here."
That would make me hard as hell.
And then just stare into his soul like, where do you want it? These hands are rated E for everybody, motherfucker. 8 to 80. I don't give a fuck. I'll fuck your old lady up too.
And then what?
Come on.
And then,
but if you're walking around the fucking bar,
No, hold on.
rocking hard N-words and shit, and some black guy's like, I'm going to kick his ass, I'll be like, go light on him. I'll carry him out of here when you're done, but don't hurt him.
what if after the hand slap and the tough words, I like push him in the shoulder? I say, "Yeah, pussy."
I'd push you at the same time.
Fuck.
I'd push you to the side real hard and go, unless you plan on fighting him, you probably ought to shut the fuck up. You can let daddy go to work.
You
or
wouldn't
you
let
can go
me
to
be
work.
Scrappy Doo? I want to go full Scrappy Doo on him.
Then you should have done it before I had to get involved.
Fuck. All right, so I'm going to have to find a new friend that's big. So that's what I've been up to.
I don't, and I will say that I don't do the whole puff our chest up, push each other. You're not gonna fuck with my
I don't
friend.
do that. Look at me.
If I let a guy know, like, hey, we're gonna get down if you keep doing what you're doing, and he even takes a mild step towards me, dude, fucking jaw fast. I'm swinging for the fences. Like, I'm getting ready to work on your friends, motherfucker. You can be on the ground sleeping. I'm gonna be looking for who's behind you.
God, that'd be cool. We should go to more bars then.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Because I can get made fun of in public pretty easy without trying.
For sure. And I'm big enough to poke people and go, now you're going to shut the fuck up and listen to the rest of what he had to say. You're going to listen to him not be funny for the next 20 minutes or I'm going to fight you.
Fuck yeah. That's what I want. Cool. Let's do it, dude. The Sturgis. Shout out Sturgis. We'll be there.
And here, not going to Sturgis. But
Any open mic. Sign us
what I
up
will
right
say.
now. Braxton Mason, Austin Nancy. Put our names in
is
the hat.
even if you were walking around rocking the N-word hard and shit, I would still stick up for you and fight for you, but I'd make you fight me outside for having to deal with that.
Oh, that would
like, if you're
suck.
calling black dudes the fucking N-word, and I got to get in the squabble with them when we get out of the truck, it's like, you can let me give you one, or you can fucking give me one first, but we
Dude,
get down.
you know what's crazy to think about? Is I have never in my whole life said the N-word. Isn't that fucking nuts? Because I know a lot of dudes that have said it. I've never said it.
Is that why we're on a podcast 2 part 2?
Well.
Yeah, we're on 2 part 2 because part 1 had to be deleted because you were fucking ripping hard
dude, I
N-words,
never
dude.
said the
You
N-word,
fucking
you
ripping them.
psychopath. What the hell? It doesn't count if you're doing it as Michael Clark Duncan.
Fair enough. It might not, I guess.
But I can't do a good Michael Clark Duncan, obviously.
I know I need to spark a stogie, rip a ciggy. Don't pause. Just took it up a cig.
Get you one, partner. Yeah, podcasting champs.
Yeah, we do that.
Um,
You know what's funny that you brought that up?
Yeah.
I'll just tell a little story because I think that's what we're searching for on this whole thing.
Not me.
So in college, there was 3 guys. There was Ty Jetty, JJ Jetty, shout out those motherfuckers, and Ike Lang, shout out that motherfucker. And they're from South Dakota. Native cats, and they're fucking big boys.
do they have an accent?
Like, I look small next to them. They're big fucking boys. But yeah, it's not like an accent where you'd think it's like a state. It's like, yeah, what the fuck? You know, it's pretty
talk a little
average
slow?
accent. Yeah.
Do they say big?
Fuck you looking at? Ty'd always go over there, point with his lips. but so I remember one night we were in this bar. There's this whole dance floor, shitload of people in there, Laramie, Wyoming. Oh shit! Shout out Stephen Hawk, Stephen Hawks, native cat, red or not native cat, white cat, red beard, Marine. He was with these big boys, and they were always wanting to get in some shit. They were always wanting to fight some people. And like Ty, he's a big fucker. He looks hefty, but he was a Golden Glove boxer, badass dude. So they're like, Yancey, there's a table directly across the dance floor from us. They're like, go over there. And there's 2 guys on one side, 2 girls on the other side. Clearly, they're together. And they're like, go over there and just fucking slide up right in between the guys and just look at the girls and start fucking chatting them up. I was like, for what? They're like, well, as soon as the guys get pissed off, we're going to whip their fucking asses. Dude, so I went over there and did that, and the guys didn't even get too mad. They were just like, hey, whoa, and like pushed me back. And then immediately the guys were like, what the fuck? You guys got a problem? They're just in it. Yeah, so nothing happened. But in that same bar, I think that same night after those guys left, I started hot lapping the bar, just shoulder checking everyone, just looking for a fight, dude. This little bouncer stops me, and he fucking stops me with his fingers in my chest, and he goes, "Hey, you're done." I started laughing at him, and I pushed him, and I said, "I don't think so, buddy." That time, one dude fucking wraps my neck up in a choke, a guy on each arm, guy on each leg, and the little guy's just walking out by my feet, just watching me. They fucking threw me out on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like I'm rolling out of there drunk, like, "I'll fucking eat you up." And Kurt's like, "Shut the fuck up. Get out of here, dude."
The little guy didn't even have to touch you, huh?
Nope. Well, he did. He poked my chest.
Yeah. And then that was enough to call the dog.
"You're done." I'd imagine that's how he talked. I can't remember his voice, but I imagine he went, "You're done."
"You're finished in here, big man."
Yep. I was like, "I don't think so, little fella." Little did I know.
But they did.
Oh, I was done. I was out of there.
They figured you were done.
Yeah, they threw my ass out of there.
Yeah, and that'd be cool. I wish I had it in me to walk around a bar and like shoulder check everybody.
Hold on, I'm not proud of that.
That gives me a fright.
That's not a part of me that I'm proud of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that guy.
But it's a cool part inside you that you can integrate into your personality and use it for good.
Yep. I think your boy Jordan Peterson touches base on it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Ah, that's nice. That's exactly right. That's even recent stuff. You've been on the tubes, on the YouTubes, checking
So
them out?
it's really good for me. Like,
is he in your algorithm?
To be in this part of my life I'm in where I'm calm. And there's also a thing I heard on a podcast. God, I wish I could remember what podcast it was. And the guy said, "You would never understand." You're gonna have to give me a second on that.
There's no time limit.
"You will never understand the amount of anger it took me to be this calm."
Oh, for real.
Dude.
That's mad respect for the journey.
For sure. For sure. So I love that I'm in this position now. Like when I'm in a bar environment or when I'm with my old lady or something, like something comes up that normally like young Austin would have just fucking time to fly off the handle. Like to have that in the pocket and be able people can see it in your eyes. Like when I tell someone like, "Hey, one more time.
Yeah,
we're
it's
going
the
to get
coolest
down."
thing ever.
And real recognizes real. Like a dude that's fucking being a fucking jackass. I'm like, "Hey, I've had enough of your shit. I'm going to kick your fucking ass." And then you just fucking give them that good fucking stare in their fucking soul.
How close is that?
They'll kind of like, "Oh, fuck, he ain't playing no shit."
How close is that to fuck me eyes?
It's like one notch off.
Right next door.
Both just as aggressive. They're cousins, as a matter of fact. But
you have to.
Yeah.
I think my problem has always been when I do that to people, I accidentally give them the fuck me eyes, and they get confused.
I think I can just get a decent level of crazy when I look into someone's eyes, like when I tell them that I'm going to fuck them up.
Yeah, I think I try.
But it's like I can really just
I make them think they're going to have
instill
sex
in the eye contact, like next time we're getting down.
Yeah, and when I say get
You can
down,
tell when someone means something, you know?
Yeah, and they think I mean we're going to fuck.
And it's always how you initiate it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like if I don't meet someone, like say I'm sitting in a bar and I'm with my old lady and some dude that she knows is talking to her, whatever, don't care. And then he says something that's disrespectful. I don't go, "Hey man, I'd appreciate it if you don't do that." I'll stand up and go, "Hey, don't talk to her like that." And just stare, and it's like, oh fuck, he meant what he said.
It's probably partially because you're willing to break the social contract to sort of state your piece.
100%.
Yeah, he said, I know everybody likes it because we all get along and we chat, and that's cool. I'm willing to throw that out the window if you're not going to abide by my standards. It's the coolest thing ever.
This night we're having, I will change the entire thing if you say that one more time.
Yeah. And I love doing that, but then the eyeballs I give them, they think, is he going to fuck me? And I wish I wouldn't confuse people all the time with
I
that.
thought he's going to fuck me. I did.
So I'll stand up.
And he did.
And I'll say, "Hey, listen, fucker, don't you?" And then he'll be like, "I think he's going to fuck me."
I hit an abrupt hey so hard. Like when we're in the fun environment and it's about to change.
Oh, yeah, a hard hey.
Hey!
Yeah.
And like that gets everyone's attention. So then I've got the spotlight on you, and then I tell you, you talk to my old lady with bass in your voice like that again, I'm going to fuck your ass up.
That's cool. And I say that, and they think he's going
And
to
then,
fuck me in
and
the
then they
ass.
look for the joke. They wait for the laugh, but everyone else is waiting for the same thing. I control the situation at that point. Everyone's waiting to see how it goes. And I'm cementing the fact that one more time,
This is
we're
how
not going to talk about it.
We had our chat. It didn't have to take too long.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool. I usually like to throw cigarette butts in the bed of my pickup and then make jokes.
No shit. That's where I like to throw them too.
Hey, you throw another cigarette in my pickup, I'm going to fuck your asshole.
See, I did. You said, hey. Hey.
You throw a cigarette in my damn pickup, I'm going to fuck you up.
Ew, dude.
Fuck.
I didn't know you were gay.
God, I can do it. I know I can do it.
Dude, podding's been a pretty cool thing, huh?
It's my favorite thing ever. I'm better at it than anything else.
Fuck.
And I'm fucking good at shit.
That's awesome. You can either go solo pod or you can pause. I got to rock a piss, take a shot. It's kind of what's happening.
Your ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower. I want to be a dad so bad, dude. I can't wait to say that to my 8-year-old kid.
But hit us with a badass outro.
Thanks for listening to We'll Get 'Em Next Time, live from Flatbeds and Slip Tanks Studios. I'm your primary host, Braxton J. Mason. This is my secondary / subordinate / supportive co-host, Austin Cody Yancey. Austin?
He said daddy wrong, but we'll work on
I
it.
did not. We'll get him next time.